Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I created this really pretty, flawless, effortless glam. I've already moisturized my skin, but I like to go in with an oil like this one from Drunk Elephant. This is the Marula oil. I find that this step really helps to keep the moisture in your skin, especially when you're wearing makeup and you can tend to feel a bit dry. Of course, if you have oily skin, you can skip this part. Then I take the lip tinted Huestick in the colour Rise and I'm going to colour correct everywhere that I feel like I have a bit of pigmentation. So for me, it's under my eyes and on the inner part of my eyes, so towards my nose and also around my mouth. I'm going to use my fingers to blend this because I find that it really helps to warm the product up. But the main point of doing this is that you don't want to over blend this area because the whole point of colour correcting is to counteract the dark circles. Then taking your favourite foundation, I've really been loving this combination. This is Sheer Glow from Nars in the colour Barcelona mixed with Too Faced Born This Way in Praline. I've been really loving mixing these two foundations because the satin finish of the Sheer Glow mixed with the dewy finish of the Born This Way gives the most beautiful glow to your skin. Then taking one of my favourite concealers, this is the Tarte Shape Tape in the colour Medium Tan Sand. I'm just going to apply this everywhere that I need concealing. I personally need more around my eyes towards my nose and then also on the inner corner of my eye, and then I like to put it on the outside of my eye because I have a tiny bit of pigmentation there, and it also helps to lift up the eye a little bit as well. But this is not the same for everyone. I've seen so many videos about how to conceal and there's no right or wrong for everyone. You just need to see where you have pigmentation. I also like to add a tiny bit to the centre of my forehead, even though I don't need to conceal that area. It's just going to help brighten the centre of my face just so that it brings more light to that area. And then using a beauty sponge, I like to go in and spend my time dabbing this into place. It is so important that you spend your time on your concealer because it's going to give that effortless look to your skin. Taking the bronze colour from the Smashbox Trio collection, I like to go in and add some dimension to my face. I like adding this colour to my cheekbones and around the perimeter of my face. Then taking a small buffing brush, this is the Face Brush by Real Techniques, I'm just pushing this product right into my skin. As you can see, the product blends out so easily this way, and with this brush as well, it almost blends itself out. I love how not only quick and easy these pencils are to use, but they are so creamy to work with, so you don't have to spend so much time blending. However, the downside is that it comes in a pack of 3, so you have a highlight, a contour and a bronze, and I find that I don't use the highlight shade nearly as much as I use the contour and bronze, but it's still so worth it. I feel like by using small amount of products at a time, I can have more control over what I'm doing. So here I felt like I needed more around the perimeter of my face, so I just added a tiny bit more of the bronze colour and blended that out. Then taking one of my favourite bronzers ever, this is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the colour Deep Bronze. I'm going to buff this over all the areas where I've just added bronzer, just slightly, so that it kind of sets the bronzer. But as this bronzer has a really beautiful sheen to it, it doesn't look too matte and too flat. It gives more of a dimension to your face. Then taking whatever's left on the brush, I like to brush over my nose and my chin just to give myself more of a sun-kissed look. Now onto blush. This is one of my favourite parts of makeup because it really adds some colour back into your face. This is the Loreal Rosewood blush, and I find that it really mimics my skin when I'm flushed or when I've just been on a run. It gives that natural pinky glow to my skin. It gives a really pretty sheen as well, so it's not like it's sitting on top of your face and doesn't flatten your face. It gives a really nice amount of dimension to your skin. I realised I didn't set my under eye, so I'm going to go in now and set that with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. Oh, I'm sure that's what it's called. I don't know, but it's number 2. It's the medium shade and it looks so beautiful, and you can just pop it under your eyes. It's so finely milled and doesn't give you those dry patches. And then taking the Becca Champagne Pop Highlighter, I'm just going to pop this onto the top of the cheeks. Now this is one of those really blinding highlights which you could probably see yourself from the moon if you applied like really heavily, but if you saw, I just wiped the tiny bit off the top of my hand and then I put it onto my face just to control the amount of product that I'm using, and then I can always go back in with more. Now onto eyeshadow. I'm just prepping my eyelids with some Tarte Shape Tape in the same colour, the Medium Tan Sand colour. I don't always do this when I put eyeshadow on, but sometimes when I like my eye colour to pop, I really want the eyeshadow to stick onto something, and concealer is a really nice tacky base to use. Taking the blush, I'm going to pop this into my crease, and I love using blush in my crease because it matches the colour on my cheeks and it makes the whole look come together and look more cohesive, and it also changes things up from using bronzers all the time. I find that you're using like a peach or a coral blush, if you're using corals, into the crease really makes the eye look pop even more. And as I'm going to use a purpley eyeshadow, I feel like it's going to blend in really nicely. Going back in with the bronzer, I'm going to use this towards the inner part of my crease to give some extra dimension onto that side of the crease. And if you love contouring your nose, adding bronzer to this corner of your eye is going to help with the blend from the nose all the way up into the eye, and it's going to look beautiful. Now for the star of the show, I'm using the Pat McGrath Mothership Subliminal Platinum Bronze palette, and I'm going to take this purpley colour from there, and then just using my finger I like to go in and swipe across the eyelid. I like to place the shadow where I want the most pigmentation first, so I go in right into the centre of the eyelid and then I blend around the edges, and also the warmth from your finger is really going to help bring out the shine onto your eyes. Also this way there is less chance of fallout happening onto your cheeks. So you can see it's super simple, super easy, and if you need more you just go in with more on your eyes and just work and blend from there. Most people tend to stop here, but what I do to give that extra seamless blend is to go in with the brush that I use for the crease and just go over the edges so you can't see any harsh lines. I didn't add any extra product into the crease for this, I just went in with a clean brush. Then taking this beautiful chocolatey brown shade from this palette, I know it doesn't look like much, but it is so pretty to use in all areas of the eye, whether it's eyeliner like I'm doing now, or even if you want to use it as a smoky eye, or if you want to blow out your eyeliner. There are so many ways to use this shadow and it looks so good in all different ways. The brush I'm using to apply this is the Zoeva Precision Smudger brush. It is one of my favourite detail brushes to use, especially on the eyes when I am smudging out the eyeliner, because it holds the colour in the place you need it, but it gives that slight movement so you can blend it out a little bit. Then taking any clean pencil liner brush, I'm just going to use this to blend out that line even more. Now onto eyeliner. This is one of my favourite black liners to use. This is the Urban Decay Precision Gel Liner, the 24/7 one in the colour Perversion. It is one of the most opaque, deepest black shades that I've ever tried in my life. I popped on a pair of Ardell Wispies and onto the lips. If you've been a follower of mine for a long time, you know that one of my favourite lip liners to use is Max Spice. It gives that really nice warmth to your lips, but it's still nude. I line the entire lip line with this colour, and then I go in with Max Cork, which is a deeper brown colour, to define the outer side of my lips. I know, 2 lip liners is pretty excessive. Sometimes I use 3, but you do you. And then taking the Huda Beauty Liquid Lipstick in the colour Venus, I'm going to apply this to the centre of my lips. This is such a pretty light pinky nude for someone of my skin tone, and then I go and blend it out with my finger, and that is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, let me know below what your favourite part was. Don't forget to tag me on Instagram at Simsagoo if you tried this look out. Don't forget to like this video and also subscribe, the button is down below. I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!